4 events down, 2 to go. One is known, the other a mystery. We've made it to the final day of competition, and with just a few hours to go, points are dwindling to determine who will survive the cuts and advance to the final workout. Overnight, the heats were reseeded based on the leaderboard, but that still didn't change the fact that some athletes were still winning from early heats and having those tight races. The morning kicked off with event 4, All Into the Blender. A very fitting name for the chipper-style workout with the ski erg, handstands with the pirouette, deadlifts, ring muscle-ups, wall walks, and a rower. The ladies took the floor first this morning, and Anita Longo set the time to beat from the first heat of 7:57. It didn't take long to realize this was going to be an aggressive time cap of 8 minutes. Jumping ahead to the final heat for the women, Nikki Hare took the lead early, with Tabia Workner close behind. Hare went unbroken on her first set of ring muscle-ups and then 4-4, which gave her an advantage, but as both ladies finished their deadlifts, they approached the final handstand walk, kicking their feet up at the exact same time. Hare was able to edge out Workner, pulling a 1600 on the row and finishing in 7 minutes and 30 seconds, but it wasn't enough to catch Yasmin Hildegard Van Armen from the previous heat, who finished in 7:20. This semifinal athlete has only been CrossFitting for 2.5 years and is excited to be back at the German Throwdown for her second year.
I started at 1500 because it's the last 20 cal, so you have to go hard, right? It's like the last sprint to the finish, so you cannot give up then. Although you were first, you have to think ahead on the second heat that is coming.
You know the expression, it isn't over until it's over? That pretty much sums up what happened when the men took the floor. John Schaefer from Heat 1 set the time to beat of 5:41, and after watching the second heat, it looked as if that time would hold up, especially seeing him hold a 2400 on that final row. But as the final heat took the floor, it was a mad rush between at least half of the men. Holger Schwartz pulled ahead early and stayed there, and it looked as if there was no slowing this man down, up until the final handstand walk. As he kicked up and made it into the pirouette, he dropped, forcing him to start again. That gave an opening to Felix Rader, and he was now just a few seconds behind. Schwartz then dropped again, and Rader pulled past him, advancing to the rower, and was able to lock in the overall best time from the event of 5:33.
It's been a tough ride. I think yesterday, I underestimated the field of athletes, I guess. It's been, I'm in a good position, but still had some hiccups yesterday, and this was a wheelhouse workout for me for sure. Before I started handstand walking, I saw him missing, and was just praying that I won't miss. So it was close for me as well. I'm just glad I finished it.
Event 5, plain and simple, is up next with a time cap of 7 minutes. If the athletes' lungs aren't burning, they're certainly going to have a pump from their quads.